In the small, isolated village of Blackwood, strange things began to happen. Animals would turn up dead, their bodies ripped apart and left in bloody heaps. The villagers whispered of a monster in the woods, a creature that hungered for flesh and blood. As the days turned into weeks, the killings continued, and the villagers grew more and more terrified. One night, a group of brave men ventured into the forest, determined to find the creature and put an end to its reign of terror. But what they found was beyond anything they could have imagined. In the center of the forest lay a clearing, and in the clearing stood a house, its walls stained with blood and its windows shattered. Inside, they found the creature, a twisted and grotesque monster that bore little resemblance to any animal they had ever seen. Its eyes glowed red in the darkness, and its jaws dripped with blood. It let out a terrible roar, and the men knew they were in grave danger. They drew their weapons and charged, determined to defeat the creature and save their village. The battle was brutal and bloody. The monster was fast and agile, its claws tearing through flesh and bone with ease. But the men fought with all their might, determined not to let the creature win. Hours passed, and the battle raged on. The men grew exhausted, their bodies battered and broken, but still they fought, unwilling to give up. And finally, after what seemed like an eternity, they emerged victorious. The monster lay dead at their feet, its blood pooling on the ground around it. But as the men made their way back to the village, they realized that something was not right. They had been changed by the battle, their minds twisted and their bodies transformed. They had become monsters themselves, their hunger for blood and flesh insatiable. And so, the village of Blackwood became a place of horror and darkness, its streets filled with creatures that hungered for nothing but the taste of human flesh. The villagers lived in fear, never knowing when they would be attacked by one of the monsters that had once been their neighbors. And to this day, the village of Blackwood remains a place of terror and bloodshed, haunted by the memory of the battle that had unleashed a nightmare upon their world.